I'm Ron Hubbard.
And I am Tim Baker.
And welcome to Ellis Memorial Stadium in the game between the Wildcats and the Falcons.
Now to introduce the players, first up we have Connor Gilsonen, the running back and linebacker for the Falcons. He is the most physical one on the field today.
Next up we got Ryan Nakagawa of the Falcons. We'll get to see him utilize his speed today. Very fast, good player out there.
And for the Wildcats, we have Jake Ellis, probably the most talented player out there on the field today. And let's see if he can lead the Wildcats to a dub.
And we got Matthew James of the Wildcats. He's going to be a big factor, especially on offense today. We hope to see him out there have a good game. And now we'll go down to Riley with some pregame interviews. First up with Matthew James of the Wildcats.
Hi, I'm here with Matthew. How do you feel about your chances today against the Falcons?
I feel like we have great chances at beating the Falcons. They're a good side, but we're a better side.
Okay, what do you think your team's best quality is?
Just the overall bond between players. We treat each other as family, and we know how to play well with each other.
Thank you, Matthew.
Awesome stuff. Now we go to an interview with the Falcons' Connor Gilsonen.
Hi, I'm here with Connor. How well does your team match up against the Wildcats?
Well, I think it's going to be a tough game because it's the first time we're seeing them in a game, but, I feel pretty confident about it.
That's good. What's your goal for the game today, personally?
My goal is to get 5 touchdowns, get 3 interceptions, and hold them to no touchdowns.
Well, good luck out there.
Thank you.
So now we're set to get underway here in a few minutes. And what are some keys to the game here, Tim, for the Falcons to win this game?
I think the Falcons, they have to use their speed with Ryan Nakagawa, and also stay strong and use that tackling.
Mm-hmm.
Now, what do you think the Wildcats need to do to win this game?
I think they got to play smart. Their offense, they play fast, and I think defense is going to come in big. Whoever's going to make the most stops, especially late in the game, we're expecting lots of offense. So for the Wildcats, definitely good defense. Looks like the Wildcats are ready to take the field, so we'll go down and get a look at them.
And now here come the Falcons.
So now down for the coin toss after the players have taken the field, and we're about to get underway here in Ellis Memorial Stadium. And now down on the field for the coin toss, the Wildcats in white and the Falcons in maroon. And it looks like the Wildcats win the toss, and they will elect to kick the ball. So the Falcons will receive, and the Wildcats kick. Opening kickoff will be a touchback.
And a nice opening kick by Matthew James, and the Falcons will start at the 30.
First possession here for the Falcons. And they'll throw the ball, and it's an incomplete pass to Nakagawa. 4:30 left in the first quarter. What are you expecting to see here, Tim, on the first drive for the Falcons?
Well, I think it's important for Ryan Nakagawa to utilize his speed and his ability to make moves in the open field. And for the Wildcats on the other side of the ball, it's important for them to play good lockdown D and not let any of their players utilize their speed.
Yeah, there's a nice tackle there by Ellis in the open field on Connor Gilsonen, who has pretty good speed himself. Falcons very fast, and they're getting to the ball fast, and a deep ball
And it's caught by Connor Giltonen for the touchdown. Falcons leading 7-0 with 3:51 down to the end zone cam, and that's a great catch. Just getting behind the defense. Poor defense there. Kick is away. And it'll be Matthew James, and great tackling there by Nakagawa, who got there first, and Giltonen helping out, pushing him out of bounds. So now how about the Wildcats? What are you hoping to see here on offense for them, Tim?
It's important for them to use their physicality, especially with the big man Jake Ellis, And again, Matthew James' speed and his ability to make moves in the open field. And
Yes.
it's about him making those open catches and not making any stupid plays.
3 minutes remaining there, and right away they try and get Ellis in the open. Ball is a little high, and they want to go fast offensively. Quick pass to Ellis again. Nearly breaks it, and again, great gang tackling for the defense. Connor comes in to help out Nakagawa. And they'll be on about the 13-yard line, 3rd down. They'll hand it off to James. James makes a nice move, and he'll pick up about 5. 2 minutes and 30 seconds remaining for the Wildcats. It's 4th down. Looks like a little confusion. And they throw it up, and it's incomplete. And what do you think of that series offensively?
I think it's a pretty poor series offensively. They did not take any shots deep and kind of played it a bit too conservative.
And there's a pick for Matthew James on the goal line. On 1st down, they go deep to Nakagawa, and what a grab there. You see going up and getting it. And so the Wildcats quick to the ball, and quick screen to Matthew James there. No gain as he slips down. 1:45 remaining in the first quarter. 2nd down. They try it again. This time they go deep, though. And incomplete. Good defense. You see here a step. And Ellis just can't get their ball. Just about a foot underthrown. Quickly to the line. Ellis takes the handoff. Makes a couple moves. Still going. Nice gain there for Jake Ellis. You see just nice couple jukes there. Nakagawa unable to bring him down. And then Connor misses the tackle. And then Ryan ends up taking him down at about the 15-yard line.
So now 4th down at about the 45-yard line. Throw it deep and it's picked off by Connor Giltonen in the end zone.
1 minute remaining in the first quarter here, and they go quickly with the screen. Connor's got it in the open. Missed tackle, and Connor is gone, celebrating. But Matthew comes in for the stop. Are you kidding me? What a play there with 30 seconds left, Matthew James.
Those are the stupid plays you're going to have to try and avoid if you're the Falcons. And Giltonen with a crucial mistake there.
And right away, though, they will get the score. Giltonen open, and then quickly we'll go to the kickoff.
So, a big first quarter by the Falcons, leading 14-0 over the Wildcats. What can the Cats do to get back into this game?
Well, I think it starts offensively. 14-0, they haven't scored. They really haven't looked good offensively, and I think once their offense gets going, it'll help their defense out a little bit, and it'll even out the game a little bit. So hopefully they'll get their offense going here in the second quarter.
14-0 starting the second quarter. Handoff to Matthew James, and nice gain there. We'll go to the replay here. Gain of about 6 or 7 yards, just pushing the pile. And 2 guys, again, good tackling there for the Falcons. 2 minutes, 30 seconds remaining. Second quarter. Ellis finds the hole. Pulling Connor, trying to pull him back. And touchdown. 12 yards out. 4:17 remaining in the second. We're all tied, we're Wildcats still down 7. The end zone cam here, and just fighting till the end, both guys. But Ellis just crosses the plane. Giltonen picks up the kick, and he's gone. Touchdown. And this time, doesn't celebrate early. 3:49 to go in the second quarter. End zone view of it.
It's just a great return by Mr. Giltonen, using the sideline to his advantage, and great blocking by Nakagawa.
Yeah. And this one, Ellis can't corral in the back of the end zone. So 21-7 here. A nice lead for the Falcons. What do they have to do to keep this up here on
They
defense?
just got to keep on tackling well and using the teamwork.
Wow.
What a catch by Ellis.
Down the sideline, that's a great throw, and Ellis goes up and gets it between the guys, secures the catch going to the ground. That's an unbelievable grab. And they go fast again, as the Wildcats like to do. Nakagawa pushes them out of bounds at about the 1 yard line, and again, lining up quickly. Here they go. They fake it, and ball thrown up incomplete. What do you think about that play call there?
I think they should have tried to use that power game again and just run it right up the middle, because you have a lot better of a shot just running it, and they will score. Ellis with the 1 yard touchdown run.
2:29 in the second quarter remaining, and there's the end zone cam again. Just gets the edge on Nakagawa. Now kicking it off. Back to a 7-point ball game.
Another good kick for Matthew James, and it'll be the red-hot Falcons, 1st and 10.
Falcons go, and Connor will throw the ball wide open. Nakagawa will get the score. Taking another look, they run the trick play, and it's a touchdown. 2 minutes remain in the second quarter of play here. Ellis will take the kickoff return. 28-14, the Falcons lead the Wildcats, and still on his feet and going. And then Connor Giltonen with a nice tackle at about the 24-yard line. 1:30 remaining now in the second quarter. The Wildcats got to be thinking they got to score. I mean,
The Falcons are able to just completely stall this Wildcats offense, and they need to get this offense going, and they will with a double pass, and it is
incomplete. Just dropped it. Connor Giltonen on the interception attempt there. And that play just did not work out. And time is running out now in the second quarter. Throw short. It's James still on his feet. Nakagawa trying to bring him down, and does. Took a little bit, but a nice tackle by Ryan Nakagawa in the open. And trying to go fast here. Not a ton of time to play. Looking deep. Throws it deep. And that's an interception by Giltonen on the goal line. A huge interception. The end zone cam and ball didn't quite get there, and Connor is just able to nice positioning on defense.
That ball was terribly underthrown by the quarterback and gave.
And a timeout by the Falcons with only 11 seconds to go in the half.
This could be the last possession in the first half, and it's right away a deep ball, and it's a touchdown. And wow, that's a killer for the Wildcats with 5 seconds remaining. Connor just gets by the defense, and a nice ball. Really, really poor defense there. And kickoff was a touchback. Ellis, the last play of the half, trying to fight, and Ryan Nakagawa wraps him up. Connor there to help out a little bit as well, and that'll do it for the first half. 14-35, the Falcons lead.
So a big first half for the Falcons, especially on offense, 35-14. What did you think?
In the second quarter, the Cats definitely did get their offense on track a little bit, but, with the offense struggling to stay on the field, they're putting their defense in a sticky situation. So I think that once the offense gets rolling for the Cats, it'll even out the game. It'll be a lot more exciting.
I would agree.
Falcons receive the opening kick, so now they'll kick it off here. It's Ellis short. Makes a nice move there, and Ryan can't get him. Connor pulls him down at about the 16. Nice couple of moves there, and quickly to the line. It's a handoff to James. Ooh, and a big hit by Giltonen. Huge hit there. You see just using his body and just putting him in the ground. There's that big size advantage for Giltonen, and quickly the fake screen. Ellis open, finds him, and down. And fumble. No. Looked like he was down, right? Yeah.
his knee is clearly down before the ball comes out.
Yep. And quickly to the line again. It's a handoff. No, it's a fake. Looking, no one open there. And Ellis comes through and is out of bounds. Not a huge gain there, but a nice fake. Got me.
4th down and 1 now, and they will run it to the left side and touchdown, Jake Ellis.
4:10 left in the third quarter here, and back to a 14-point ball game. A must-score opportunity there. They do it. The Wildcats 21, Falcons 35. Quickly, nice kick from James. That'll be a touchback.
So the Falcons can easily run away with the score here, especially with their offense clicking how it is.
So Tim, a nice game we got going so far. What are the best things you've seen so far from both teams?
The tackling by the Falcons has really been able to shut down that high-speed Wildcats offense. And I think that the Wildcats, they need to use Matthew James' speed and get him involved in this game.
Yeah, I would agree. Matthew James hasn't quite hit the right spots yet. They just not a lot of opportunities. This defense has been great, and Ryan Nakagawa pulled down pretty physically there. Ellis, another tackle, and there's 3 minutes left in the third quarter, and you got to be thinking there's not a lot of time left. Gotta play some good defense here if you're the Wildcats, and they throw it up and it's incomplete, and there is good defense.
Great coverage there by Jake Ellis, able to disrupt the pass and cause an incompletion.
Crosby looking and throws it up. Was it a catch? Yes, it was. And again, Connor Giltonen just gets by the defense and a nice catch in the back of the end zone. And it looks like Ellis just lost him back there. Wow, so that's a big play there. And the Falcons up by 21 once again. Touchback, nice kickoff, and Wildcats have to score. They cannot be stopped the rest of the game, really, to stay in this one. When you agree, Tim?
Yeah, it's surprising to see this Wildcats offense not being able to get anything going, and I think if they don't get a score here, the game may be over.
Looking deep, throws it up, and a nice catch there by James, and he's pushed out at about the 10-yard line, and a great grab. Nakagawa all over him, and again, great defense, but this time Matthew James able to use his skill and overpower. And then a short pass to Ellis, makes a move, and he dives into the end zone. That's another touchdown for Ellis from 12 yards out. End zone cam. Just a nice move there, and diving for the pylon.
A great second effort there by Ellis to get into the end zone.
Under a minute now in the third quarter, and Giltonen just slips down. Matthew James is there. Quick pass to Nakagawa, and they're trying to utilize his speed, and you see a nice 6 or 7 yard gain, and then he's dragged down by Ellis, and James is there as well. Third quarter winding down. Throw it up, and it's incomplete. End zone cam here. That's just good defense there. Pass incomplete, and that's a turnover.
And that's the end of the third quarter. Gonna have to have a huge fourth quarter for the Cats if they want to stay in this game and possibly win this game.
The Wildcats ball, and right away a nice pass, and it's James again. What a great grab. Wow, watch this ball. A nice thrown pass right there, and then a nice grab on the sideline. And the Wildcats have to go fast. It's a handoff to Ellis, and great D there. Nakagawa brings him down. Connor took on the blocker. So one last chance here for the Wildcats. Down 14. It's a touchdown. 3 yards out.
You see, this is what they've been trying to do all game. They've been trying to use Matthew James' speed and Ellis' physicality to get into the end zone, and here it finally pays off.
That's a nice play there. And kicking off, it's James. That one goes out of bounds.
So the Wildcats are going to need to stop here on defense to help out their offense in this game.
Falcons looking to try and run the clock down. They go with a fake handoff, and it's a big hit, disrupting the attempt to catch the ball there. Ellis delivers the boom. Wow, what a hit there. Nakagawa's going to feel that one. Second down. Another fake handoff.
Wildcats defense is holding its own right now, as the Falcons offense seems a little bit out of sorts in the second half.
Big third down here from about the 17-yard line. There'll be another fake to Ryan, and then they give to Connor, and Giltonen wrapped up. Ellis there. Gain of about 6 or 7, but still got a ways to go to the end zone. It's fourth down. Big play here. Talking it over.
You know, it's a miraculous job by the Wildcats to get themselves back into this game, and with one more stop and possibly another good drive, they are right back in this.
It's pass, and got a score here. Giltonen going backwards, and he is wrapped up and taken down. Turnover, and it's going to be Wildcats ball here.
Giltonen clearly upset with Ryan Nakagawa, unable to block his man, and Giltonen not going to be able to go anywhere.
Yeah, that's just textbook tackling, and a nice grab though by Connor. Just can't quite get there. This is a huge possession. They throw it up, and James wide open, and he drops the ball. Are you kidding me? 2 minutes and 8 seconds remain in the game. Fourth quarter here, and wow, what do you think about that drop there?
You know, that's an important play that the Wildcats are going to have to make, and if he makes that catch, it's tied up, and we have a shot to go into overtime, and that could be a game-costing drop.
Go with play action, and again, James goes deep. Ellis short. Gets away from Giltonen. What a move, and he has been just torching the defense all day. Just breaking tackle, big tackle there from Giltonen, missed tackle. And then Ryan able to bring him down, though. Now it's Matthew James. He's into the end zone, and a great play by Matthew James. Fighting the whole way. Connor Giltonen unable to stop him, and the kickoff here. And do you even believe that we are tied right now?
You know, I was not expecting that after the score was 42-21, and the Wildcats were looking like they had nothing going for them. But here we are with about a couple minutes left in the fourth quarter. We're all tied up.
Unbelievable. Falcons looking to score here. Dropping back. Giltonen short, and they do go to him. Nakagawa couldn't get deep, and Giltonen tries to make a move there, and wrapped up. Gain of about 4. 1:29 remaining in the game. Wildcats have to make a stop. Falcons have to score. Both guys go deep. Pass is caught by Giltonen, a nice catch, and a great stiff arm. And Connor Giltonen is into the end zone for the touchdown. The Falcons retake the lead with 1:10 to go. End zone cam. A nice grab behind him, and then just manhandling Ellis and gets his way to the pylon into the end zone.
It'll be first down for the Cats, down 7 from the 30-yard line.
So after a huge comeback, the Falcons score, and it'll be a handoff to James. He loses the ball. The Falcons recover. Are you kidding me? Ryan Nakagawa forces the fumble, and then Connor Giltonen gets on it. And that might be the play of the game there by Ryan Nakagawa. With 1:02 remaining, Giltonen takes the ball on the short pass and finally brought down by Ellis, trying to drag his way. There's 55 seconds remaining in this game. It's been an unbelievable one.
The Wildcats are going
toss.
to need a miracle here. Let's
Out
see
of
what they
bounds.
can do.
And the clock will stop with 49 seconds. What do you got to do on defense to win this game?
You know, you got to use the sideline to your advantage, because once they go out of bounds, the clock will stop. And considering that they do only have one timeout left, they will try and get Giltonen or Nakagawa to the sideline as much as they possibly can.
And there's Giltonen again. The fake. And the ball is out. Ellis is on it. My gosh. Are you Ellis with the huge forced fumble, the end zone cam? He just punches it right out of Connor's hands from behind and then recovers it himself.
What a play there by Ellis to give his team another shot in this game.
And here they go, 42 seconds. First down. Ellis again breaking tackles. Down, gain of about 6 or 7 yards. They'll be on the 20-yard line going in. 35 seconds, clock is ticking. It's a handoff to Ellis, using his blockers, and Gilton in a nice push him out of bounds.
Smart play to get out of bounds late in this game. Let's see what the Cats can do on offense.
24 seconds remain. They fake the screen. Third down, the Wildcats have to score. Pass is caught. And again, great defense from the Falcons.
After the timeout for the Wildcats, with 14 seconds left, it'll be fourth down and possibly the last offensive play of the game for the Cats. They must score here.
Here we go. Again, 14 seconds left, and it's fourth down. It's a handoff, the delayed handoff. Ellis down to the goal line. Is he in? I think he was. Still down on the goal line. There's 2 seconds left. We'll get another look here. Ruled a touchdown. Stays on his feet, and he did cross the plane just before his knee hit the ground. That's a touchdown. Wow, on fourth down, they needed it the most, and we're tied up. The craziest game I've seen.
Let's see what the Falcons will draw up here on offense with 2 seconds to go and see how the Wildcats defense can respond.
This is it, the final play of the game, and Falcons just trying to toss it until they go down. Matthew James on the ground. They have an opportunity here. Gilton in with the ball. He'll toss it. Him and Ellis on the ground. Ryan had a lane. And it's out of bounds. So they will not score. And that is the end of regulation. We're going to over.
What a game here between the Wildcats and Falcons and Ellis Memorial. We'll be heading to overtime with tied at 49 apiece.
So another coin toss here. Players shake hands. And it'll be 2 plays to score from the 15-yard line. The Wildcats will start on defense here, and the Falcons on offense.
So a very impressive second half comeback for the Wildcats to tie it up. What do they have to do? Both teams have to do in overtime now to win this ball game.
So it was pretty obvious that the Falcons offense started to stutter a little bit towards the end of the second half, and they need to get that offense going. And the Wildcats need to keep their momentum going and keep on playing strong.
Great. We'll see what happens here in overtime in Ellis Memorial.
This is it, overtime in the game of the year. Dropping back to throw, looking deep. And it's caught by Giltonen. James wraps him up, and Ellis is there to finish him off. And forward progress stops. You see a nice throw, Giltonen. And then James, a big tackle there.
Giltonen got pretty lucky at the end of this play that the whistle was blown because that ball was loose.
So last play, have to score here. And they do. It's Nakagawa. 8 yards. The end zone cam makes it in. Ellis unable to get there in time. Now the Wildcats down 7. They have to score here. 2 plays. Looking deep. It's caught by Ellis, and then he's brought down. Forward progress will bring him up a little bit. This will be the final play of the game. If the Wildcats do not score, they must score here. What do you think they'll do?
I think that they're going to do what they've been trying to do all game. They're going to run it up the middle here with Ellis, and hopefully he can use that second effort and get into the end zone.
They fake it to James, looking, pass, incomplete, the game is over. Giltonen makes the play. End zone cam. It's just tipped away, and a huge hit from Connor Giltonen.
What a game here. Unbelievable finish. What were your biggest takeaways from this game today?
I think the lockdown defense by Connor Giltonen to keep his team in it towards that last drive.
Yeah, I would agree. He got behind the defense as well. While he was on offense, he had a huge game on both sides of the ball. Anyone else stand out to you?
The play by Jake Ellis to help his team out when they were down, coming in 21 in the end of the second half, and his strong play and leadership helped them get back in that game and force overtime.
Yeah, I mean, it was a great game overall. The Wildcats still cannot believe that they came back, but Falcons did end up finishing the game, so a big win, 56-49 for the Falcons.
After an amazing game, the Falcons, come on up here, guys. They took home the dub. So here's the trophy.
So the final stats of the game, Ryan Nakagawa with 0 rushing yards, 0 rushing touchdowns, but 61 receiving yards and 2 receiving touchdowns. Connor Giltonen with 20 rush yards, 6.6 yards per carry, no rushing touchdowns, 148 receiving yards, and 5 receiving touchdowns. Matthew James with 32 rush yards, 6.4 yards per carry, 1 rushing touchdown, 53 receiving yards on 17.6 yards per catch. And finally, Jake Ellis, 48 rush yards, 2 rushing touchdowns, 132 receiving yards, and 4 receiving touchdowns.